All right, it's about time. Live's AMA space. So this is Alan from SecondLive. I will be your host, and thanks for joining us today. Well, today we are going to continue talking about the BTC halving. So for this time, we are excited to have three fantastic projects to share with us their insights. They are Benji from Crystal Fun, and Sarang from Playbux, and the Flames from AgentLayer. So welcome everyone for being our speakers for today. We are very happy to have you guys. All right, to begin with today's AMA, let's have our very first lucky draw as a warm up. All right, so let's go. Oh, great. Great. Hope you all get lucky. So, if you do not win this time, do not worry. There will be several more rounds for this AMA. So, please stay with us all the way. All right. So, first of all, I would love to have our speakers to say hi and give us a brief introductions of their projects. So, let's start with Benji from Crystal Fun. Hey, Benji, please go ahead.
Hello?
Hello, yeah, we can hear you.
Hi, hello guys. This is Benji speaking, and I'm the assisting producer of Crystal Fun. Crystal Fun is a decentralized gaming mega ecosystem and a studio, and we have secured 5 million USD earlier in this year in our seed round led by Coolcoin Ventures. It aims to seamlessly integrate high quality games within the sustainable economic system, ushering in a groundbreaking gaming experience into the Web3. We have developed 4 games in-house on the same ecosystem: Alter, Starfall, Endless War,
Mhm.
Survivor. And Alter is a AAA sci-fi open-world MMORPG game, exploring uncharted galaxy by piloting your own spacecraft, engaging with fellow players to instigate conflict or cooperation, and participating in interstellar warfare. And we have recently just concluded our alpha testing phase 2, and we have achieved some great results with almost 4,000 participating players and more than 400,000 interacting addresses, and more than 10 million on-chain transactions on AgentLayer. Thank you. Back to the host.
Okay, thank you very much, Benji from Crystal Fun. Yeah, good to have you here. All right, so next, let's welcome Flames from AgentLayer. Hey, Flames, please go ahead.
Nice here. Thank you for calling us here. So I'm Flames. I'm the community builder at XLayer. So I would love to give a brief introduction about our project. Our XLayer is a Bitcoin Layer 2 solution with side chains as its technical feature aimed at enabling the Bitcoin network ecosystem. It provides users with a secure, efficient, and scalable environment for the profitable circulation of Web3 assets. We have developed a unique technical solution that utilizes a series of technologies, including the Leap Layer protocol and UTXO Morpher. These enable BTC ecosystem assets to be represented in the X layer chain in a UTXO manner, providing equivalent asset ownership rights as on the native chain while maintaining the security, speed, and reliability of native coin assets. Specifically, XLayer utilizes a
Mhm.
special leap layer protocol to convert BTC ecosystem asset from contract asset to underlying native assets. The converted assets are transformed into UTXO account model and integrated with X layers, consequences, and incentive layers, effectively converting the asset into a native asset of XLayer. We aim to build a comprehensive infrastructure around Bitcoin for BTC
Mhm.
development while maintaining the technical orthodox of Bitcoin and meeting the needs of our developers. We see the BTC market as complementary rather than competitive with other layer 2 solutions, with projects of different technical characteristics wearing together to form a vast infrastructure system serving BTC. Thank you so much.
All right, very good. Thanks, Flames, for the introduction of X layer. All right, so next, let's hear from Sarah from Playbux. Hey, Sarah, please go ahead.
Hello, hi guys. Welcome to the Second Life space. My name is Saran, the co-founder and CEO of Playbux. So Playbux, we're backed by Binance Labs and Visa. So I think, and many more great big investors. So I think we're
Mhm,
one of the few projects in the world to be backed by both Binance Labs and Visa. So that's pretty cool. And I think we're the largest entertainment platform on BNB chain. We have over 17 million registered users. We have, I think we've been to number one on BNB chain, and right now I think we're in the top 10 consistently for the past 2 years. So we're quite a 2 years is considered, I think, quite an old project. So we've been around and we've always been in the top 10, up and down, on the BNB chain, the app radar, on in terms of UAW.
mhm,
We have around 100,000 daily active users on chain, and we have, for the past couple of months, we have around 20 million on chain transactions. So that's going quite well. I think we're the only entertainment platforms with multiple X to earn projects in one place. So we have things like shopping, where you can shop and earn crypto. You can
mhm,
shop, I think we're the largest shopping, what do you call it, X to earn shopping site, shop to earn in Web3 with 30,000 stores. So you can shop from anywhere in the world and earn crypto. So that's pretty cool. We have
mhm,
trade to earn. We have walk to earn. We have stamp to earn. We have
mhm,
conquer to earn. So everything to earn in one place. I think is a very cool and simple concept. Oh, we also have watch to earn, where you can watch
mhm,
movies and chill like Netflix and earn crypto. You can earn
mhm.
NFTs. You can earn many other things. So that's a little bit about Playbucks, and very happy to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for the introduction, Sarah. Oh, by the way, so several of our the lucky draw winners win the rewards. Could you please tell us more about how the rewards is going to be used and how they gonna like to cash out the rewards from your side? Could you tell us more about about this?
Yeah, this is for Playbucks, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we gave out lottery tickets, so you can easily go to playbucks.co, and then every week we're giving out $40,000. It's like a typical lottery. All you need to do is drop your lotto in the prize pool. We have daily, weekly, monthly pool, and you can easily win cash prize. I mean, it's crypto USDT prizes. So it's a super simple process. You can win $40,000, and each month we have over 5 million lotto tickets submitted. So it's a pretty big lucky draw event. So good luck. Thank you.
All right. So could you also tell us if they win uh through the lucky draw for the for this AMA? So how they gonna like uh to uh verify themselves on your end? For example, like how they gonna get the rewards from your side?
Um, I'm not sure because I
Okay.
didn't organize the
Okay.
lucky draw. Did
Okay.
anyone from your end read the instruction? To be honest, I just
Okay.
have my
Sure.
team do it. Yeah,
Okay,
but
so in this case, if the winners, if you got the box, then you can take a screenshot and maybe go to Playbox on Discord channel and to yeah, there will be people to take care of it. All right, thank you very much, Sarah, for the explanation. Yeah, thank you. All right,
thanks.
so let's start with our first question for today's AMA. All right, so as we all know, there are only like about 2 days left for the BTC halving. Speakers, could you tell us how is your project adapting to the upcoming the Bitcoin halving and what specific measures or strategies have been implemented? All right. All right. So let's hear from us. Let's hear from Benji from Crystal Farm first. Hey Benji, could you please share with us?
Of course. Can you hear me now?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, so first of all, our first product Alter has undergone 2 rounds of testing as we just concluded second phase of test and making it relatively very much matured. And with the Bitcoin halving approaching, our product is well prepared for both rapid market uptrend and fluctuation. Regardless the market condition, we are committed to follow our roadmap. And
Mm-hmm.
secondly, we will prepare for the testing phase 3, which will probably happen somewhere around May to June. And also,
Mm-hmm.
we will conduct close testing for 2 other games, Starfall and Survivor. And our goal is to establish a highly sustainable gaming ecosystem with the governing token C fund running through all 4 games, each with a very unique token economy and gameplay. And of course, the market trend may directly impact on
Mm-hmm.
the ecosystem heavily, but we are willing to continue to introduce more efficient gold farming models and stronger
Mm-hmm.
economic models. So, in summary, regardless of the market condition, we will forge ahead and creating a
Mm-hmm.
better gaming ecosystem for our players and users. Thank you, and back to the host.
All right. Thank you, Benji from Crystal Fun. Yeah, good to hear you guys playing about the halving, and also uh you guys will keep building like Second Life. All right. So thanks for the introduction, Benji. All right, so next let's hear from Sarah from Playbux. Hey Sarah, could you please tell us more about the Playbux strategy regarding the halving?
Sure. I think the halving, we know that it was going to happen today, even 2, 3 years ago, right? So
Mm-hmm.
we actually planned our listing P-Bucks token offering around this time because
Mm-hmm.
if you remember just about a year and a bit ago, when we started thinking about, listing when we should do it, Bitcoin was around 15K. So it was
Mm-hmm.
very tough to like estimate because you need to
Yeah.
time the listing quite carefully so you can book in advance, you can build the numbers, get traffic, do marketing, like everything must go in the same direction. And
Mm-hmm.
it was very tough, like a year ago, to envision what it would be like around this time, and when we could list with the most hype, with the most market being very hot. So we thought, okay, usually around the halving, the market would be usually like getting very hot, starting to get that exponential jump. So we thought, okay, let's plan something around the halving so we get the initial listing before the queue is super mega long. It already is. If Because we saw the listing cost from 3 months ago jump up almost 100% because we've been negotiating with a lot of exchanges, and because of the current market heat, the prices have gone up 2x,
Mm-hmm.
right, for listing. So and the queue is massive. I don't think you can. A lot of projects are rushing to list now, so it's almost impossible, to be honest, to list. I mean, if you're not like a massive project, it's almost impossible to get on big exchanges now because of the large amount of queues. Because I
Mm-hmm.
mean, the last cycle was a long bear market, and
Yeah.
everyone saved up, everyone like waited for this window, and now
Mm-hmm.
we're seeing like a huge rush to the market, rush to opening, right? So lucky we booked a little bit in advance, so we have the queue
Mm-hmm.
before the queue is even worse. So that's how important I think halving was. It was just basically like a milestone saying, hey, let's do it around the halving. Could be a little bit
Mm-hmm.
before, a little bit after, but for us, our listing will be on the 23rd. So just
Oh,
like
oh
four or
yeah.
five days, yeah, 4 or 5 days after halving. So hopefully this World War thing can calm down a little bit, and then we can have a price pop. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yes, of course. Thanks for the introduction. Yeah, yeah. Good luck on the TGE, by the way. There's only a couple of days left. Yeah,
Yeah,
hopefully
yeah.
the
Thank you.
market will recovering very soon, and the box token will go to the moon.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. We hope so too. Thank you.
Yeah, looking forward to it. All right, thanks, Sarah. Uh, well, next, let's have Flames from XLayer. Hey, Flames, can you tell us how XLayer is going to adopt the halving?
Are coming up with amazing opportunities
Mm-hmm,
for all our projects, and Xler it also is bringing up amazing opportunities for all the supporters, because we know that a lot of people are going to join the crypto market right now at
mm-hmm,
this point of time, because we had a very bad phase, like we had a very bad phase when the Bitcoin went down, and a lot of people
mm-hmm.
left crypto market. We cannot deny the fact, and
Yeah.
now this is the best time. Now is the best time when people are coming back. We are getting our old supporters, and all the people who left the crypto market. So this is the best time when we come up with strategies, or come up with amazing opportunities for the people. So yes, we are trying to come up with the whitelist for
Mm-hmm,
our project, and we'll soon make the announcement for it for all the supporters, for all the listeners, so that they can join us and be a part in the development phase of XLayer. And yes,
mm-hmm,
we are also trying to target the newcomers, and the old people who left the crypto market through our initiative and good programs. So we are also having a ambassador program for our supporters, where they can join us and become a part
mm-hmm.
of our project and add some development in our project. So it's totally on USDT rewards. We are giving away USDT rewards for the ambassadors. So if listeners, all the listeners, if they want to join us, they can be a part in the ambassador program, and add some value to the project and get the rewards in USDT. So yes, these are some of
Mm-hmm.
the strategies that we are trying to come up with in order to target the people, and in order to give them more benefit during this Bitcoin halving. Thank you so much.
All right. Yeah, thanks, Flames from XLayer. Yes, I'm totally agreed. Once the BTs are halving down, hopefully there will be more new blood or new liquidities being injected to the entire market. Yeah, and very good to know the XLayer is attracting more new users. Yeah, so very good to know. All right, so thanks everyone. All right, before we move to the next question, let's have our second lucky draw for today. All right, so let's process. All right, yeah. Hope you all get the rewards. All right, so let's move to the next question. So last week, as we all know, which was pretty bad, the crypto market experienced a huge correction. It was very bloody, kind of. I believe most of us here were pretty frustrated. So speakers, do you have any insights on how the halving may influence the crypto market and also investors' behaviors? How about let's hear from Sarang from Playbux. Hey, Sarang, do you want to
Yeah.
share your thoughts?
Yeah, sure, sure. I mean, we have a computer algorithm at Playbux, so we've
Mm-hmm,
been running some numbers,
mm-hmm,
and it's actually been quite accurate, because if you look back at our AMAs in the past year and a half, we actually predicted that Bitcoin was going to be around 60,000 in December, around that price point, and it did.
mm-hmm,
I think it was at that price, so that was pretty accurate. And right now, we're seeing the algorithm show that within a couple of weeks, actually, I think it might
mm-hmm,
hit around 80K. But the
Mm-hmm.
thing is, this halving is very strange. The numbers is showing some very strange
Mm-hmm.
outcome, not like other halvings. So what I'm seeing is that this halving is actually gone. The halving was actually the ETF, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So the
Yeah.
the price has already been priced in. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't think this halving will accelerate the price that much. So I think
Mm-hmm.
the top for this cycle is actually 84,000.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to be very, very careful in this cycle. This cycle will be much more dangerous than the past cycles
Mm-hmm.
because this cycle, if I can compare the numbers I'm seeing, is actually very similar to like tsunamis, right? It is
Mm-hmm.
the wave is very big. The wave is big, it's
Yeah.
fast, it's strong, but then again, it dies down very fast. But the damage done, the devastation left behind in a tsunami is massive because
Yes.
you have a lot of new money coming in from countries that
Mm-hmm.
usually didn't. I mean, like the ETFs, and then all these ETFs coming in, so there's going to be a lot of speculative Bitcoin, so they're just in it to win it, and for the
Mm-hmm.
short term, I think, as we've seen, I don't think anybody expected to see 70K so soon, to break it so easily, but it did. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's because of all the new money coming in. And so
Mm-hmm.
I think this cycle is very dangerous. So I warn you that it's not going to be like the other cycles. I don't think we're going to see that
Mm-hmm.
exponential, 1,000x or anything like before. So trade with very little leverage and just be very cautious with the war going
Mm-hmm.
on. I think this war thing could actually be the reason why um, everything might end sooner than we expected. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for sharing all those insights. Yes. Yeah, I read the same reports, and also they're talking about the bull market is actually coming uh, half year like before everybody expected. So that is pretty strange. It's not like the halving we used to see. Yeah, so just be careful. There'll be lots of let's say lots of potential problems maybe have. Let's do better risk control. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Sarah, for sharing. All right.
Thank
Let's
you.
hear from Benji from Crystal Fund. Hey, Benji, could
Hi.
you share with?
Yeah, sure, of course. Wow, that's a lot of information from Sharon and a very, very important insights. Well, thank you very much,
Mm-hmm.
Sharon. And I would like to put it in a very positive way. And because there was a lot of positive news, such as the approval of ETF in the state, in Hong Kong, as well as
Mm-hmm.
the overall maturity of the cryptocurrency market. And these factors are indeed likely to bring new growth to the crypto market and propel some outstanding project forward. And I believe the halving events typically attract market attention, and
Mm-hmm.
there will be a lot of people discussing about it. People will be a little bit enthusiastic and potentially increase liquidity and driving overall market capitalization growth. And for project that seizing this opportunity, this is indeed a very critical moment. And I would say during this bull market, investors tend to look for potential high growth projects with strong fundamentals. For
Mm-hmm.
example, a very solid team, a clear vision, a very sustainable tokenomics, which are expected to benefit from this trend and realize their value appreciation. Thank you, and back to the host.
All right. Thank you, Benji, for sharing. Yes. Yes. At the beginning of this year, I was talking to some investors. They were talking about how the BTC will perform this year. So there are three positive. Actually, there are four positive factors will affect the price. So one is the pass of ETF. The second is the BTC halving, and the third one is of course the interest the interest cut of the Fed. So there will be more liquidity being on the market, and also they were talking about how the regulations may affect the price too. So once the regulation is complete, there will be more and more countries can embrace the entire crypto industry. So yeah, there are some. So there are a lot of positive news or positive factors may affect may drive the BTC price higher and higher. Yeah. So thanks for sharing, Benji. Okay, let's next let's hear from Flames. Hey Flames, can you share with us your thoughts?
So I think both of our other speakers have already shared a lot of amazing
Mm-hmm,
insights and amazing views on this topic. But I would just like to add that yes, Bitcoin halving typically generates heightened anticipation and speculation among traders and investors, and this anticipation often translates into increased volatility in the weeks and months leading to the events as market participants adjust their position based on expectations of
mm-hmm,
its impact on supply and demand dynamics. Price movements
mm-hmm,
can be more pronounced as bulls and bears view for control, leading for rapid fluctuations in the market sentiments. So I would just like to add that it has significant influence on market sentiment and investor behavior in both the short term and in the long term. While it can
mm-hmm,
create a short term volatility and uncertainty, particularly around the timings and magnitude of price movements, it actually reinforces the fundamental value proposition of Bitcoin as a scarce and resilient digital asset. As such, investors should approach the halving event with a balanced perspective, considering
mm-hmm.
both its near term implications and its broader significance within the context of Bitcoin evolving ecosystem. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for sharing, Flames. Yeah, very insightful too. Yeah. Okay. We heard three speakers' thoughts. Yeah, this is very great, and hopefully the audience will have a very clear picture about the upcoming influence may happen. All right. Thanks everyone. Okay, before we move to the next question, let's have our next lucky draw. All right, let's go. All right, great. Um, since we were talking about the market, so the next question is, so speakers, do you think we are currently in a bull market? And if we do, and what stage of the bull market do you believe we are, and why? Um, all right, so let's hear from Sarah first, since we're talking about the cycle. Hey Sarah. Could you share with us more thoughts?
Sure, sure. Um, I think my position or my viewpoint on this is a little bit different to others I've listened to, but we've we've used our model and we've looked at it, and it looks like I mentioned, it's a very strange season. I mean, this season
Mhm,
is unlike any other season before. So um, I think we're definitely in deep, actually very deep into the bull market. I would say we're almost in the last half of the bull market. Although
mhm,
I don't want this to be, because we've had such a long winter. I really hope that I'm wrong. I really hope that we can have like a 2 year cycle, like
mhm,
until 2025. But the numbers suggest otherwise. I think it will end actually in August. So we have
mhm,
only 4 months left of this beautiful upside, and
mhm,
yeah, so that's how I'm planning, my personal investment. So I'm
mhm,
assuming from the data that, let's say, what if we end on August just to protect my wealth, but
mhm,
if not, I'll have this war chest, right? If not, if it
mhm.
doesn't end, we have the cash to go all in again,
Yeah.
just roll back and then just hope for the longer run. But right now it looks very strange, so I'm just being cautious, And
Mm-hmm.
I think it's always better to be cautious and hold
Yeah.
cash rather than end up losing a lot of cash or just being wiped out. If we're early, we can be wiped out early. But if we're playing it safe and let's say, hey, I'm wrong, I
Mm-hmm.
would have some cash to deploy
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
until 2025. So yeah, definitely, I think we're deep in the bull market and we don't have much time left. I hope I'm
Mm-hmm.
wrong though. Yeah, thank you.
All right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you very much for sharing, Sarah. Yeah. One thing I totally agree is that when you are not, when you feel uncertain about the market or you're not feeling good about what's gonna happen next, it will always be good to have some to have some cash or have some stable coins on your hand. So yeah, so very, very insightful. Thank you very much. All right. So next, let's hear from Flames to share with us her thoughts. Hey, Flames. Yeah, you can go ahead.
Thoroughly as of yes, yes, sure. Thank you so much. I think yes, we are in or we find ourselves in the bull market for Bitcoin, but it will be too early to claim that we are in the better phase. I would say we are in the very 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 early phase for the bull market. But yes,
Mm-hmm.
the dynamic looks super interesting for now, and the dynamics surrounding this digital asset are really interesting. Um, but I think a lot of interest we have from the institutional financial institutions, because as you can see that in the 2024 halving event is a pivotal catalyst. It
Mm-hmm.
has and interest in the institution has surged with spot Bitcoin exchange traded funds gaining approval in the US and major financial institutions like BlackRock publicly entering into the crypto space. The institutional participation signifies a broader acknowledgement of cryptocurrencies as a legitimate category, making the onset of a new phase in the institutional investment, which actually marks a beginning of a bullish phase for all the crypto enthusiasts and for the crypto projects. Um, on March 13, 2024, Bitcoin hit a new all-time high above
Mm-hmm.
$73,000, reflecting the growing interest from both institutional and retail investors. So yes, we are in the very early phase for the for the Bitcoin bull market. But yes, we need to wait a little bit in order to claim that yes, we are in the bull markets for the long term. So I would
Mm-hmm.
request all of our listeners and all the investors that whatever you're investing or wherever you're investing, keep a nice check and invest only what you can afford to lose. So yes,
Mm-hmm.
I think are my assessment.
Yeah. Thank you, Flames, for sharing to sharing this positive aspect of the upcoming market. Yes, that's hopefully the later market will be a bigger or even more more strong bull market in the upcoming month. Yeah, thanks for sharing, Flame. How about you, Benji? Could you share with us your thought?
Yes, of course. Well, currently it seems that BTC will soon undergo halving in a couple of days, 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
But personally, I believe the bull market has not officially begun. The current market situation, I
Mm-hmm.
believe, is merely the champagne prelude to a very exquisite dinner. And
Mm-hmm.
in any of these secondary market, most of the profit end up in the pocket of a financial institution and Wall Street. So have you ever wondered where they get this profit from? So
Mm-hmm.
my theory and my philosophy is that imagine you have a farm and you want to slaughter a cow for meat. And what is the
Mm-hmm.
first step? So firstly, you have to fatten the cow, feed it well, and
Mm-hmm.
make it produce tender and juicy meat. And whether it's served medium rare or medium well on the table for your enjoyment. So the question is, are these cows on the farm fed now? And
Mhm,
the answer, I believe, is not. And most
mhm,
retail investors haven't made any profit yet. And
mhm,
when they do so, they want to make even more profit, even more money. because I believe greed will always lead people to abandon rules and overlook their own strategies. So my conclusion is that the bull
Hmm.
market is definitely on the horizon, and opportunities are always there. And let's quietly wait for the wind of change to rise. Thank you. Back to
Yeah.
the host.
Yeah, thank you, Benji, for sharing this. Yes, totally agreed. The old money or the traditional firms, when they come into the crypto market, so yeah, so we can regard their past activities, for example, like in the stock market, how they do, as a example to reflect to the crypto market to see to see their strategies and what they're gonna do. So yeah, so very insightful. Thank you very much, Benji. All right. Thanks everyone for sharing. Before so next, before we move to the last fixed question for today's AMA, let's have our next lucky draw. All right. All right, thanks. All right, so audience, before we move to the the last fixed question, please type your own question in the text box, and we will select some of your questions to answer. All right, so so please, if you have any questions, do not feel free to type them in the text box, and we will select some of your questions to answer. All right. So, next question. So speakers, what advice do you have for individual investors during the upcoming bid halving period or the current market? Okay, let's start with Sarah from Playbux. Hey, Sarah, do you want to share with us?
Sure, sure. So I actually have been doing extremely quite well during this bull run, right? Because we
Mm-hmm,
anticipated the bull run coming in starting from around September, even a little bit earlier. So
mm-hmm,
I've deployed a lot of my capital beforehand, right? So always buy low, sell high. That's like so basic, but
mm-hmm,
people get caught up in the froth and the frenzy. When Bitcoin is super hyped, I would try to stay away from that as things has unraveled in the past couple of weeks. So my
mm-hmm,
advice is, I think, as sim as Flames also suggested, that you only spend what you can afford to lose and do
mm-hmm.
not trade overly leverage. I don't think going
Yeah.
beyond 3x or even 2x is safe, because if you look at the charts in the past 2 weeks,
Mm-hmm,
the exchanges or the market makers, they've been trying to shake us out big time. It goes up 10, like 1,000 points, it goes down 1,000. So they
yeah.
shake both long and shorts like overnight. So you get wiped either way. They make sure they don't lose money, right? Because
Mm-hmm,
they that's how they make money. They wipe you out on leverage. So just only spend what you can, buy extremely low,
mm-hmm.
and sell very high. I mean, it sounds basic, but it's extremely hard to
Yeah.
time. But I think this is almost the right time to buy. But myself, even though it says the chart looks good to buy, but my heart says I'm fearful. So this is
Mhm,
the toughest moment actually, is days like today when it's down. I think now it's down 17,000. I mean, 1,700 points. And
mhm,
even though it says I should be dipping in, although I do have reserves, but I'm fearful, right? But if you can fight that feeling to buy
mhm,
when your brain says don't do it, just do it,
mhm,
right? This is the time when other people are standing on the side waiting and waiting and waiting when it's like bleeding hard. I think
mhm,
today I actually make most of my money on days like today actually. So
mhm,
my advice would be, be courageous at very difficult times, and then just be very what do you call it, be very happy with your returns, and sell. Don't hold forever, and because a lot of mistakes people do during the bull run is they hold, and then we get to a
Mhm,
point where Luna explodes, we get to a point where FTX explodes, and
mhm,
overnight you lose 50, 60%, and it becomes psychologically too hard to sell,
mhm,
because you were used to seeing millions and millions in profits, and then overnight you lose more than 50%, and then it becomes quite tough to monetize. So
mhm,
it's my personal opinion. Just be extremely careful during the next couple of months, and then just spend what you can. Don't borrow, and just be very safe with your leverage. Don't go over three. I would
mhm.
say 3x is like the absolute max.
Correct.
Thank you.
Mhm. Yes. Yeah, thank you very much for sharing. Yeah, so yeah, totally agreed. So when I talk to a lot of investors, successful investors, no matter if they're from institutional or they're individual, so one thing they said um or they gave to us is that stay away from leverage if you are individual investor because leverage is pretty dangerous. Um, because once the market is like make a huge moves, you may lose all of your money. But if you hold your spot, if you're trading on the spot price, you will always have what you buy. So what you bought. So that is very important. And I think yeah, that's a very good idea to be extremely careful about in the financial market as a whole. Yeah, thank you very much for sharing. All right, so next, let's hear from Flames. Hey, Flames, can you share with us?
So I think it's very important as we all mentioned that it's very important to keep a track of the things that you're investing in the crypto market at this point, because you will feel that you have a lot of opportunities and the opportunities are slipping away, but it's not like that. It's because we get into that FOMO thing. We think that we are actually missing out a lot of things if we do not invest a large amount of money. But it's not like this, guys. You have to understand that invest whatever you can afford to lose, and it's very, very, very
Hmm.
important thing. A lot of
Yeah.
people lose all their assets, all their savings, just by thinking that they are missing a lot of things. So do not get into those traps. Avoid making impulsive decisions based solely on short-term price movements. Zoom out
Mm-hmm.
and consider Bitcoin's long-term potential. Understanding volatility inherited in the crypto market, we cannot deny this fact. There will be a lot of fluctuations in the market, so brace yourself for those fluctuations and avoid panic decisions that we all make into when we get into some not so comfortable situation. Um, I just want to mention that it's very important to do our own research. You know,
Hmm.
because we rely on all the fake websites or the fake news that we get to see on 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 Google or on YouTube, or that is going to be it's going to, I mean, break all the records and that you're going to get rich overnight, and
Hmm.
a lot of people believe that. So I think we need to stop that. We need to understand and stick to the good and nice website that they actually show the correct situation and news, so that you can get an idea that how much amount you need to invest in the crypto market. Crypto market is a very nice market, I would mention, and we can get a lot of profit, but we need to know that when to invest and when to withdraw. So it's very important. Again, I just want to mention that do not get into those hypes and rumors, because during this time a lot of things we hear that it is predicted to be at this level or at this amount after 2 months or 3 months, and people actually believe those things, and they actually invest all their life savings into crypto
Hmm.
market or Bitcoin, and eventually they lose everything. So please understand this thing, that you shouldn't get into these traps or these troubles. You have to understand, and and rely only on the good websites. Yeah, so these are the few of the things that I would like to mention.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, of course. Thank you very much, Flames, for sharing this. Yeah, totally agree. Like if you are investor, especially individual investor, just play safe and play well. So it is very important to have the thoughts. It's like be prepared to lose all the money you going to invest. So to see how much you can afford before you make the investment decision. Yeah, thank you very much for sharing. To do a better risk control. All right. So next, all right. So let's hear from Benji. Hey Benji, could you share with us?
Yeah, sure, of course. So I totally agree on Sarah and the Flames. Avoid leverage, avoid fake news, avoid rumors, and the investment advice. And I got into this market back in 2017, and I've seen the capability of BTC along with other crypto assets. And halving obviously means the starter of the bull market. And I personally estimate BTC will reach 120 to 150K, perhaps even higher in the next
Mm-hmm.
12 to 24 months. And the most important thing is your mindset. And there
Yeah.
are investors and speculators in the market. So first, you need to understand what type of participant you are in the market. As an investor, it is very important to have a very clear expectation for your trades, including entry and exit points, position sizing, and the risk management strategies. And on the other hand, as a speculator, the focus may be a bit more on selecting projects that can maximize short-term profit. And since entering this cryptocurrency market back in 2017, then I have,
Mm-hmm.
personally learned a lot of from my mistakes and experiences.
Mm-hmm.
But so I paid my lessons through trials and errors, and I have developed
Mm-hmm.
my own strategy that suits my own preferences. And personally, I lean a bit more towards being an investor. And my understanding is that when you start feeling uh, a little bit disappointed with the market, it might be a very good time to gradually increase your position. And when the negative sentiments intensify, maybe it's time to consider adding a bit more. And when
Mm-hmm.
you feel absolutely, completely, 100% hopeless about the market, it might be the best time to go in
Yeah.
heavily to increase your position.
Yes.
So last year when the Bitcoin was around 18 to 20K, I started to go in very aggressively. And based on my shallow, limited understanding of the market, and I set a 2-year target for myself. And looking
Mm-hmm.
at it now, I have already achieved my profit target. And well, going forward, I will be more of a spectator, anticipating a very beautiful dancing performance of the crypto stage. In summary, I would say it is very important to set a very clear goal for yourself and align with your own situation, just like what Flam just mentioned,
Mm-hmm.
including your entry and exit points and time frame. And additionally, having a very strong um, mindset, mental resilience, and understanding the nature of the market is very crucial. And
Mm-hmm.
so finally, I would say the market trends are like waves in the ocean, one after another. But I believe
Mm-hmm.
this bull market in 2024 will be like a raging tsunami. I'm looking forward to
Mm-hmm.
showering in it. Thank you. And back to the host.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Benji, for sharing the thoughts. Yes. Yeah, so yeah, yeah, it is very important, but it is very hard to do the reverse actions, such as for example, like buy the crypto when everybody sells and to sell the crypto when everybody buys in. Yeah, it is very important but hard to do. So yeah, so it is very crucial to have a very steady mindset just like you said, it is very important in the market. Yeah. So yeah. All right. Thanks everyone for sharing your insights and advice. We really appreciate all the advices from you guys. We do hope that the whole market will recover quickly after this correction, and that there will be more and more waves come in. So yeah, just like Benji said, looking forward to showering it. Okay, and hopefully the next stage of the bull market will drive all of the cryptos to new heights. Yeah, so really looking forward to it. All right, so it's time to see the questions from our audience. There is one. Uh, there is um, there is one question about for Playbox from Rex Win, and it's asking about the TGE actually. It said how many exchanges left for Playbox to get listed in, and do you wanna and also can you share us more information about the any news of the getting of the exchange of getting listed on exchanges. Sarah, do you want to answer this question?
Sure, sure, sure. So right now the announcements have gone out for Bybit, KuCoin. So we're doing
Mm-hmm,
IEO on Bybit on the 23rd, 12 p.m. UTC. So that announcement has gone out already. KuCoin, we're doing burning drop. That announcement has gone out. Bitget, the announcement have gone out, but there will be a lot more announcements.
mm-hmm,
So we need to wait for them because I've signed like NDAs that I cannot announce
hmm.
before
Yeah.
they do. So we have to wait until they announce, and then I can officially say, okay, who the rest are. But there'll be a couple more. So hopefully on the 23rd, the market will be back, and
Mm-hmm.
all this war talk. I just want everyone to be peaceful. Stop fighting each other, so we all can just trade crypto, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for yeah, thank you for answering, Sarah. Yeah, yeah, just looking forward to your IGO, and good luck and for the price. Yeah, it's
Thank
hopefully
you.
Box will go to moon.
Yeah. To the
um,
moon.
yeah, to the moon, just like where we stand now in the second life. We are on the moon now. All right. So I think that's all. I think that is all for today's AMA. Yeah, and there's a lot of great insights, and thank you all for our speakers to share their insights. And yeah, thank you, Benji from Crystal Fun, Surround from Playbox, and the Flames from XLayer to join Second Life for this time. Okay, so this is all for today's AMA. Before we go, let's have the rest of the lucky draws for today. Yeah, so wish you all luck. All right, great. I got 20 beans.
I got 40 pins today.
Oh yeah, great, great. Okay, yeah, so that is all for today's AMA. Yeah, yeah, speakers, please feel free to say bye to the audience. And yeah, thank you very much. And have a good day and
Thank
nights,
you so much.
everyone. I will, yeah,
Okay. Bye
thank
bye,
you.
everyone. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Good night. Thank you guys. Good night.
Okay, thank you guys. And thank you for having us here on this moon. It's amazing experience. Thank
Yeah, yeah.
it, it
Thank
was
you.
nice to
Thanks for,
with Sarah and
yeah, thanks
Benji.
for loving it. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Benji, Surround Flames, to join us, and also thanks for the audience for listening. All right, guys. Have a good day and nights. I will see you next time. Bye bye.